Hi, welcome to Sun Tribe Tarot. My name is Zelda, and this is going to be a birthday reading for Leos. So I'm also a Leo too, so I would like to wish all Leos out there a happy birthday. I hope you guys have a lot of fun, a lot of prosperity, a lot of, whatever your heart desires. I hope you find them in your new age. I can't speak, sorry. But I would like to do two spreads for Leos for their birthdays. One is going to be a love spread, and the other is going to be about money. So, money, career, job, however you provide your income, provide for yourself. And I'm going to start with the love reading. So it is a general reading. Keep that in mind. There might be different messages for different people. Take it as it resonates and leave what does not. Leave the rest. If your sun sign, this is for sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for Leos. And let's see. For the love reading, when I read for you and for the person you're dealing with, the energies I talk about can actually apply to your situation in reverse. So the roles can be reversed. Just take it how it resonates for you. And for the love reading, for a lot of you, it will be about romantic connections, but for some of you, it can also apply to family members, to close friends or colleagues, somebody you have close emotional attachments to, somebody, you're emotionally connected with. So just take it how it resonates for you. All right, let's see, Leos. Let's do the love spread and see what you're dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next year, for the next 12 months. Leo and relationships, Leo and love life. Leo love. Oh, okay, there you go. Just a couple shuffles. Leo love. All right. Leo relationships. For the next 12 months. Leo love. Well, I saw this one first. So Leo, I do have the star in reverse, crowning your reading. Here we go. So you are either already in a situation, relationship, or some sort of a connection here, or you're about to be in this energy where you feel like it's hopeless, you're losing hope. The relationship may not have fulfilled your expectations, met your expectations, or met your standards. You might have had like really high hopes, but I think somebody's letting you down or already has. Again, keep in mind, for some of you, this could be also how the person you're dealing with feels. So for you, I have the Devil along with the King of Pentacles in reverse, Leo. Let's see. Some of you are dealing with somebody's trying to get under your skin, Leo. King of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with somebody who's very stubborn, or you could be There's like troubles, issues with setting boundaries or respecting boundaries. I think this person you're dealing with, well, let me show you. They're coming up as the Magician in reverse along with the Strength card. Keep in mind, like I said, this is coming up for the person you're dealing with, but for some of you, the energies could be vice versa. So just take it how it resonates, but for the reading's sake, I'm going to read this side for Leo. But the Strength card is a Leo card, just keep that in mind. The Star card is Aquarius, Uranus, and the Devil is Capricorn. I also have Libra, Cancer, and Pisces energy here as well, and Taurus. Just the energies influencing the reading, or it could also be the sign you're dealing with, or you could have one of these signs or some of them in your own chart. But moving on, see the Magician in reverse for them and the Devil for you. I think they're the ones that are pretty manipulative, or they have been. They have a lot of ego, and they could be really sneaky. There is, between you two, I have the Seven of Cups along with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So it's like somebody here is really good at blurring the lines. They're like really good at blurring the truth, blurring reality, creating illusions or falling prey to delusions, or they're like very deceitful. They play like word and mind games or emotional games. But I mean, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you guys cannot get along, that's for sure. Or there's just a lot of anger between you two. There could be problems with control issues. You could be dealing with an individual who's controlling, who's aggressive, who has anger issues, who is, possibly manipulative. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, there's also emotional and manipulation here too. Somebody here is keeping the other person from seeing reality, the truth. There is like emotions clouding the judgment of one of you here to a point where they're not looking at things realistically. I think the emotion that's clouding the judgment is anger here and frustration or ego. But the Strength, that's very strong with the Magician there too. Yeah, both of you are coming off really strong here. But I think you're trying to like set some boundaries with this person, but it's like they're approaching you with the Devil. It could be where you're having difficulty doing so, setting boundaries, keeping them in check, because you have some sort of a tie to them. Again, for some of you, this could be a family member or a colleague, or a spouse, or somebody you've been dealing with for a while, or just somehow in some way you're attached to them. The Devil does represent bondage and codependency. Yeah, there is some issue that is bothering you deeply, and it could involve with trust, like lack of trust. It could also, for some of you, involve problems with material security or prosperity, problems with, money or possessions, properties and such, career, job. Codependency is like in a material, tangible way. Or you're just somehow attached to them in a material, tangible way, whether it's money or not. Again, it'll be different for different Leos here. Yeah, the person you're dealing with has a really big ego, and I think it looks like they're using some things against you, Leo. Some things they may know about you, or they just know your weaknesses. Like they know something that they might be trying to use against you to get under your skin, is what I'm getting here. And this is creating a lot of anger and resentment between you two, or they like to cloud your judgment by pushing your buttons and getting you emotional so that you cannot think straight, so you cannot see things clearly. That could be possible for a group of you. Okay, so, oh, nice. So Leo, I think I have the Seven of Pentacles along with the Fool card, clarifying the King of Pentacles and the Devil here. You're trying to break free, and I think you will, or you already have. If you have, it's something pretty new. If not, it's upcoming in the near future. And the Seven of Pentacles along with the King of Pentacles in reverse, I think you're actually, you will move into a place where you will be reflecting, you will be evaluating your own worth. You're also, it's like you're starting to see things in a more grounded way so that you can assign realistic responsibility for yourself and for other people, or to this person. Like, I was responsible of behaving or doing this or lack thereof, and they're responsible for this. But you're like very fair, grounded, and logical about this. You will move into that place if you haven't already. And with that, it's like you're not taking a whole lot of action. You're just reflecting, and you're tending to your own garden. This is about building or getting back in touch with your self-worth and self-respect, and laying down some very important boundaries between you and this person, or like within your relationships, period. Because it looks like the devil energy has been messing with you for a little while, or for a long time for some of you. And it's really making you grow tired, and you may feel like there is some deficit in your energy due to this devil influence in your life. Like whether it's self-worth, it could be like internal that reflects onto your external environment. Basically, if something's not right within you, if you feel tired, there's lack of self-worth, or there's a lot of confusions, or whatever, it'll be different for different Leos. You will see the way you behave in the outer world, the things you do, the actions you take, it will show. If you're not right internally, you will likely not be right externally for long. You won't be able to keep it up for long. It's going to somehow show little by little, or in maybe major ways. And it will come a point where you will have to face reality, the truth of the situation, and finally put things back in order in a more grounded, responsible way, and also build your self-worth, heal yourself, build some self-confidence, and lay some really important boundaries in your life. Now, that's what I'm getting here, but again, it may not resonate with everybody. But regardless, though, there was some toxic connection, or a level of connection that was hard for you to detach from. But moving forward, you will. You're gonna start with a clean slate, Leo. The Fool. You're taking a leap of faith with a lot of self-value, self-worth, and with a clear, grounded mind. Your judgment will be clear. You will go from Seven of Cups to Seven of Pentacles. So very grounded, very realistic. Your judgment will be sound. And that pushes you towards a new beginning. That is actually really good. It's starting from zero, starting from scratch, a completely new journey starting in your life, a new cycle. And now let's look at this other person you're dealing with. Oh, yeah. You're dealing with... Well, I have the Chariot in reverse along with the Eight of Swords. Yeah. This person... Ooh. Well, for one, there is no victory or success with them in this relationship. they could be very defensive, and their issues like it stems from them, not anybody else. It's in themselves. Whatever the problem is, it has to do with them completely because of the Eight of Swords here. I think they're trying to ignore certain things between you. It could be like they're trying to ignore the truth, they're trying to ignore the reality, or they're trying to distort it. Or they're trying to ignore you, and you just feel like you're not being heard, or you're just being manipulated here, or this person's trying to manipulate you. But I think you're going to see right through it moving forward. For some of you, again, this could be vice versa, or you could also be dealing with some self-deception here for some of you, or you have some sort of unhealthy coping systems that you may resort to, that you're going to face and start like with a new clean slate. You're going to heal. If that's applying to you, again, that may not resonate with all Leos, but I think it does with a group of you. Take whatever resonates. So yeah, this person has a lot of anxieties and insecurities, the person you're dealing with. They don't have they're not like emotionally stable, dare I say. And they resort to a lot of manipulations. They manipulate the truth, they manipulate other people, they sometimes even manipulate themselves. And this is very strong. They gain strength, or so they think, by manipulating, and also getting defensive. But they're just only deceiving and manipulating themselves. I'm not sure if they realize this. And because of that, they head into situations or relationships that do not work out, that end up in failure. They have a lot of fears, worries. They may feel trapped, but really, they're the cause of feeling trapped. They're their own cause here. It's their own doing, basically. Yeah. And then I have the Justice in reverse. So somebody here is not fair to the other individual, and there is lack of justice, lack of balance. Also, there is evading truth, evading reality. I have the Moon along with the Justice in reverse. I also have the Magician in reverse there that I showed you. I have the Devil, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse. All of them together, this is like manipulations. Like somebody's trying to play the other person as if they're playing a puppet. Like, just like in the visual here. And again, there could be deceit, secrets, betrayal, playing games with the other person, going behind the other person's back, keeping things in shadow, distorting things. I think this is a lot of, usually I would associate the Moon with Cancer, but I think here it's more like a Pisces energy, but in a negative way, which means it it replaces the truth with lies, with delusions. It's like using the imagination in a destructive way. But this is not a fair situation. And I think you're realizing that, or you will realize that if you haven't yet. I have the Judgment in reverse. For some time, you could have been going against your better judgment, Leo, or this person just does not recognize your decisions, your voice, or the truth, period. Like somebody here is being ignored or has been ignored. I have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, there needs to be some groundedness, but you're dealing with an individual who's very stubborn, Leo. And they could be very materialistic as well. I think so. Yeah, I don't like this energy as a reader. good for you. After all that BS, lies, delusions, self-deception, mysteries, secrets, betrayals, distorting the truth or keeping the truth from you, manipulations, etc., etc., you will gain clarity and you will cut them off. You may come off cold, but it doesn't matter. You're actually making a very healthy decision. You may not even like announce this to them, or if you do, they don't recognize it, like they don't acknowledge it, they don't respect it. Doesn't matter. You're still going to do what you decide to do with a clear, logical mind. You see right through the manipulations, or you will, and then you're going to walk away with the Six of Swords here. You're going to completely detach from them and leave them in the dust. Leave them behind. Good for you. That's Aquarius energy there. Cutting them off. Detachment. Standing up for yourself. Yeah. For some of you, again, this could have been a family member or family situation or a marriage, or somebody like a friend who may feel like family. But regardless of who you're dealing with, it's like you realize you cannot get your emotional happiness and fulfillment and joy with this person. They have a lot of stuff to sort through themselves, within themselves. A lot of issues here. And they're being really stubborn, so good luck to them. I don't know who you're dealing with here, Leo. But I have the Page of Wands along with the Ten of Cups and the Hermit here. So this is fresh new energy. You could have been dealing again with somebody who was pretty childish or immature and not really loyal, not grounded, too playful, mischievous, not responsible. But yeah. Anyways, moving forward, you understand this is just not working. You're not happy. It's not meeting your expectations. You don't feel emotionally fulfilled with them. And there is an ending, disappointing ending at that. Again, there could be a lot of anger, resentment, or frustration between you two. But you have fresh new energy. You're starting from scratch and you're feeling good. You're feeling free. You have a clean slate ahead of you. You may feel like alone because you cut them off and walk away, but the Hermit is actually very illuminating. It's like you're alone but by choice, and it's very freeing. And you can analyze people, relationships, or situations in a really objective, in a wise way. Like you gain some wisdom, you access your inner guide, your inner wisdom. Or it helps you grow and become wiser. So this being alone or being lonely, I think this is more about being alone rather than lonely, because this is by choice and it's healthy. It's going to help you detach, become wiser, put things in better perspective, and move on with a clean slate with fresh energy and a sense of new adventure in your life, in your journey ahead. So that's good. All right, anything else for Leo when it comes to relationships? Yeah, that is what's going to lead you to a realistic relationships, realistic connections that are healthy, that are grounded, that are loyal, that are respectful, and that are actually long-term, so that you can have like a long-term stable relationship and prosperity here. Something you can actually trust, or someone you can trust. So that comes after you detach from this toxic individual. And again, for some of you, you could also detach from like toxic behaviors, beliefs, or coping mechanisms, or whatever you might have been dealing with within yourself as well. But this person is still pretty toxic here. Again, that's for a group of you where like you have to face your own issues dare I say, but it's all for the better. It grounds you and it makes you wiser. And when you move forward with that energy and information and clarity, you can find a happy ending that's grounded. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you cannot deal with this individual. You cannot deal with relationships or connections that are out of balance like this. You can't juggle it. I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and due to that, you're going to drop it, the relationship or connection. And finally, you get back into your element with the King of Wands. You feel a lot more confident. You step up your game. You step up your standards, and you feel free to go after and pursue what you want. You're grounded. You're wise, and you're happy and positive. So this is Leo energy is very positive and giving and generous. So and commands a lot of respect, but it's healthy respect. So yeah, what I mean, like, it's healthy respect. It does not become like arrogance or anything like that. It's healthy boundaries, and people start respecting you because you respect yourself. Yeah. So that is the love spread for Leos. Now let's move on to money. Let's see what energies we're dealing with and will be influencing Leo for the next year when it comes to money and material security and prosperity. Leo money for the next 12 months. Leo money. Tell me about Leo money. I'm actually getting good energies, but let's see what the cards have to say for Leo and money. Alright. Leo and money. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So Leo, I have the Lovers card, and I have the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So the Lovers card, I honestly think, sorry, I was like bothering me in my hair. Deciding to put an end to a situation or a partnership that is bringing a lot of conflict or competition that's unnecessary, that has become very burdensome on you. It may or may not involve partnerships, but it's, the Lovers is about a decision making. It's a decision making card. So for some of you, it could be like putting an end to some sort of a partnership because it's just holding you back or weighing heavy on you. It's like a burden, and you've been dealing with a long time and you're just tired. You're gonna drop that, or you're going to acknowledge that it needs to come to an end and change. You just don't want the drama, the conflict, or the competition. it's just proven really difficult to deal with. And if you're not, it doesn't have to be a partnership. For some of you, it can be. You're just like in a situation. You've been dealing with disappointments, Leo. And so, whatever is very disappointing in your career or money, things concerning your money, you're going to drop it. You may have tried to initiate something, a new job or a new passion, a new interest. Or again, for some of you, you could have been working with somebody and it just did not really work out the way you hoped. It ended up in disappointment, or it ends in disappointment. I have the Ace of Cups along with the Five of Cups here. This is emotional disappointment. I have 2 5s. You're really trying to... I got enough for a group of you. This may not resonate with everybody, but for a group of you, what I'm getting here is that some of you have a passion. And you fear conflict or you fear competition when it comes to pursuing this passion. You feel tired. Some of you may have been dealing with conflict and competition for a while. Others of you have been running away from it. You haven't been really giving to your passion because you just don't want to deal with the competition or the conflicts or the obstacles that might be thrown in front of you. It may be a competitive field, and you're holding on to a lot of unnecessary fears, burdens, bad experiences in the past, anxieties. Something's holding you. I think that's what I'm saying here. Something's holding you back here. And for some of you, that could be fear of conflict or competition or fear of failure. And you might be holding on to past failures or past experiences that ended up negatively. And tired, you just grew tired. And you were emotionally disappointed. You never really fully emotionally engaged in this particular passion. Excuse me. You may have been dealing with emotional issues that got in the way, or you lacked intuition, or you lacked creativity and inspiration. You didn't really trust your own intuition is what I'm getting for some reason in the past, or you didn't follow it and you ended up in meeting conflict and obstacles, and it kind of let you down. You felt disappointed, or you were intimidated, or you just felt really tired and you lost hope. But hey, after emotional disappointment, you're moving into Page of Cups energy. So there's a fresh new energy for you. I think you are still going to pursue this passion of yours. For some of you, you could approach this with in a new way, with new energy. Because the page is new, fresh energy here, and it's the cups, so it's emotional, it's creative, it's intuitive. It's again, for some of you it's creative, some of you it could be care and nurturing, like medicine, or it could be like food sector, it could be the entertainment industry or fashion or something creative, I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, there's so many Leos in the world, but it is your passion regardless, and you have a new understanding. You have I think you access your intuition finally, and you have new inspiration, and you want to go ahead and approach and pursue this passion in a completely new way with new energy. Yeah, and actually, this kind of thinking helps you make better decisions in regards to pursuing this passion of yours. Excuse me. Um, hmm. For some of you, you could actually get an offer from somebody, like offer to work together, to partner up together, or somebody could offer you a job, offer you to connect with. And this is like intellectual, it's like you click with them intellectually. This is good communication, and there's a decision that you need to make. But you're holding on to a lot of fears, a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties, self-doubt, past heartbreaks and disappointments, or maybe you were betrayed in the past and you're fearing that it will end up like that again. You don't want to go into a repetitive cycle, but I think you holding on to all of that is what keep pushing you in a repetitive cycle. You need to let go of the past, or whatever happened. You need to let go of self-doubt, if that's the case, or challenges that may have intimidated you or you had trouble overcoming. You may have been backstabbed, or there were disappointments and losses in the past. You're just holding on to heartbreak. I have the 3 of Swords along with the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is about clinging. Clinging even though, it doesn't serve you anymore, clinging on something. And with the 3 of Swords, that's heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal, sadness, that happened to you in the past, I think. Or it could be like recent for some of you. It could be like happened a long time ago. I don't know. It will be different for different Leos. But you're holding on. And for some of you, it could be self-doubt. You're not really trusting yourself, or you're fearing that you will, fail, or that you will repeat the past again. Queen of Pentacles, some in reverse, some of you may fear that you don't, really have what it takes to truly be successful at pursuing this passion. Like, you may fear that you can't really measure up, or that you can't really give your all to this and bring it into fruition. That you can't really work. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy that, like, she just, gets things done. She's grounded, and she's good at making money, and she's good at running a business. She's good at like growing things. And in reverse, like, I think there is a fear of that. Maybe you were struggling financially in the past, and you feel like it's just going to be like that again, or you're going to fail again, or you don't have what it takes, or you're going to slip up somewhere, or you just don't have confidence in yourself that you can truly make this happen. It's like you grow very timid in the face of an offer, a creative and intuitive offer, that is. For some of you, if this is not an offer, then this could be like you're trying to make a decision about how to pursue this passion of yours. Because you go from a Page to a Knight, which is your upgrading. That's good. You're paying attention to your intuition. You have inspiration. And you're actually kinder to yourself, but there could be like 2 sides to you. One side is like, the Knight of Cups, and the other side is like these cards that I showed you, like, how I'm going to show you all these cards together. Basically, yeah, fear, heartbreak, sadness, clinging to things, beliefs that do not work in your favor anymore, clinging to the past, fear of failure, self-doubt, whatever. It could be financial problems for some of you. There's 2 sides here to you. But, holding on to all of that, I have the world in reverse. So that's what, it's like, because of those, whatever you're clinging on, again, it will be different for different Leos, what your issue is that you're dealing with. That is resulting in you repeating the cycle because you're not learning something. You're not breaking the pattern. You're not breaking the status quo, your fears, whatever is holding you back, whether it's yourself or your surroundings. For a lot of you, your environment, or for a lot of you, it could be within yourself. Really, you need to break away. You need to learn. You need to let the world is a Saturn energy, and Saturn is a big teacher, and like it will help you. Saturn will help you, will force you to face the truth, the reality, and confront issues within you so that you can actually let go of beliefs, judgments, fears, or people, situations, commitments that do not work for you, that are not realistic, that are not grounded, that are not healthy, that are not responsible. So, if you don't learn the lesson, Saturn will actually throw you back into the same pattern again for you to live through the same thing all over again until you learn a valuable lesson from it, until you, gain some admit to some responsibility. How do you say it? Be responsible for your own decisions and the consequences of them. So you're holding yourself back, it looks like, or you're letting people or situations hold you back, which also goes back to, your internal problems or beliefs. So I don't know if that makes any sense. But, you're repeating the same thing over and over again, or you're fearing repeating the same thing over and over again because you're clinging on to things, people, beliefs, judgments, fears, whatever, that just are a burden on you, that don't work for you, that are holding you back, and that are not actually realistic. So, and, you need to, break away from that. Yeah, you don't have the courage. Look, I have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in the upright is about standing up for yourself, what you believe in, having a lot of courage to fight. Fight through life, fight through pursuing what you love, fight for your passion, fight for yourself, standing up for your passion. And in reverse, there's a lack of that. There's hesitation. You're not really, truly standing up for your passion. You have a lot of fears or things, that you're letting hold you back. You're letting them hold you back, really, no matter what, it's your decision. Yeah, there are disappointments, yeah, bad things happen, but you have to learn lessons, be responsible and grounded in learning those lessons so that in the future, you don't repeat the same thing again and you get a different outcome. And that can actually lead you to success. Alright, anything else for Leos? Yeah. Break the status quo. I got the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you worry too much. Restless mind. You're not healing from past bad experiences or internal trauma, pain, failures. Yeah, you need to pay attention to your intuition. Okay. I'm smiling because I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path as far as interpreting the energies here and delivering the messages to you because they're similar energies and messages. So I have the Hierophant in reverse, which means break the status quo. Do things differently this time. Just do it anyway. You could have fears, but do it anyway. You could have, be pessimistic or hopeless or get in your own way. There are things that are holding you back or are a burden on you. Break those chains and, just say, sorry, but just say fuck it and just go do it. And learn from it and be grounded and realistic. Be responsible in your decisions, though, but that does not mean self-doubt. That does not mean be pessimistic. That does not mean like, oh, this is what happened in the past, so it's going to happen again. No, that's wrong. Not unless you let it so, not unless you make it so. So you have some responsibility in where you end up and what consequences you meet. And it goes back into your, like, to your internal process, your mental process, your emotional process. I have the Four of Swords in reverse. So you're restless. You're unable to heal your mind, your heart. It's like whatever you dealt with in the past, or whatever, like, you're wounding yourself with over and over again, with fears and worries, anxieties, and so on. You need to let that go. You need to do things differently. The Hierophant in reverse is like breaking the pattern, breaking what's steady, breaking what the status quo was or is, and just behave in unconventional ways. Make unconventional decisions. Follow your intuition, though. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse, so you need to heal from past problems, issues, hurts, pains, disappointments, betrayals. You may have felt like you were attacked from all sides and you could not, like, just move forward. I'm not blaming you or anything. I'm just saying that you're responsible to heal them and learn from them and become wiser, so that when you move forward, that you can move forward and actually reach success. So you need to pull all those swords out from your back and start healing, and accept that things that happen came to an end, or if there's something you need to bring to an end, you need to gain the courage to do so, so that you can start healing. And I have the Devil in reverse along with the Moon in reverse. Let go of self-deception. Let go of illusions. If you have addiction problems, substance abuse, shopping too much, eating too much, partying too much, or you just, somehow get in your own way. You resort to, like, unrealistic, coping mechanisms, whether it's just the way you think, your emotions, or things you do, false belief systems. You're not in touch with your intuition, or you weren't. And you let things, people, beliefs control you like a puppet, like manipulating you, and you may not have known exactly who was contributing to that, or what the core of the issue was. But I think moving forward, you're releasing yourself from all this toxic energy, whether, again, it's people, whether it's yourself, whether it's your environment. You're detaching from them, and you're actually bringing things to light. So you're going to gain a lot of clarity so that you can heal. Yeah, let go of situations, people, connections, jobs, or whatever that are not giving you what you're worth. You could have been in one-sided situations, and this is also about self-worth, I think, too. You need to acknowledge what you're worth, what your value is, so that you can demand it from others. And if they're not willing to treat you or give you, according to your value and worth, then they don't belong in your life. They don't, you need to get out of there. You need to find a job, a career, a passion, or work with people, or be in situations that actually align with your higher self, with your passion, and with your self-worth. Know your own worth so other people can know your worth. But it starts with you. Stop giving to one-sided situations, jobs that are just below you, honestly. Below your potential, below your what you can offer. So let's see. Yeah, I have the Justice in reverse. You were not getting what you deserved. You were not in a just situation. Maybe you suffered a lot of injustice in the past, or maybe suffering through it right now. There's no balance here. Yeah, you deserve better. You're in a situation where they're not being fair to you. But I think you need to get out of that. You need to take some responsibility and, get your justice. And if you can't, you need to go find ways, go after your passion in a way that is just, it's fair. I can't speak. It's it's all about self-worth and value, I really think. And, you need to not let that hold you back if you've been going through a lot of that problems in the past, where people treated you unjustly, or you faced a lot of obstacles that were not fair. People went behind your back, or nobody really saw your worth, and you were stuck in situations, jobs, or positions where it was way below what you can offer, way below your potential. Or held you back, in some way. You need to transcend all of that and let go of the past. But you have to learn your lessons, become wiser, and take responsibility where responsibility is due. Face issues, problems, confront them with a lot of courage. That's the only way you grow. And then you end up with the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, which is, in my opinion, as a reader, that's when you finally, you work on yourself, and then you can actually work with people who are on your level. They bring different things to the table, different skills, different knowledge, different strengths, but they're all willing to work with you, collaborate with you. Excuse me, let me drink some water. Sorry. But yeah, they're willing to work and collaborate with you, teamwork. You will get so much help. And it will not be like how it used to be in the past, or whatever you went through in the past. It will not be that way. And with the help of people, you help yourself, and then people start helping you. You may help other people, which in turn helps you, Leo. And it's like you get your emotional fulfillment. You reach your passion, but in the process, you also create a family from your coworkers, from people you work with, from people you build with, and on the road to reaching your passion, or pursuing your passion. People that are matching your effort, your loyalty, your investment, your dream, your passion. Work with them, and then you can get your happy ending when it comes to your passion and career and money. Yeah, look, finally, I have the Chariot. Victory, success. Willpower is really important here, and you have to move over obstacles with your willpower. Ask help, or help other people who in turn can help you, or somehow they say when you help others, you actually end up helping yourself. That could be a lesson here for some of you. May not resonate with everybody, but regardless, there's also working on yourself, working with people who know your worth and value, who you can grow with and build with, and then you reach success. You have so much power. You overcome things, and it's victory. All right, I think that's about it. Yeah, for Leos. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, first though, you're gonna have to look within and let go of things, people, beliefs, coping systems, thinking patterns, emotional issues, you know, past traumas and failures, whatever's holding you back. You have to go within and work on yourself first. Let go of whatever you're clinging on. You know, let Saturn work on you. And so you don't keep repeating the same patterns due to a lot of fears or false beliefs or not like unrealistic beliefs. But yeah, that was Leo birthday reading for love and money. 2 different spreads. I hope it's helpful. If it does resonate with you, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. I wish you a wonderful birthday once again. Have fun, guys. I love you. Hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.